Hey there, I'm ZoinkMeister Patrick, joined today by John.
Hey there, everybody. We're here playing Hi-Fi Rush on the PC.
All right, we're back.
More out-of-sync security nodes.
Your specialty, Miss Peppermint. You must be so excited.
Very.
It's crazy how often these things break. The security nodes.
Huh.
Or get out of sync. I mean, you think, whatever, I don't know. It's somebody else has to be fixing this darn place besides us. We're like the bad guys from their perspective. We're going through and fixing everything.
And it's really hard to get up here. I wonder how, her office up there, how does she get up there? Does she have to do all this to get to her office?
There was an elevator. She broke the elevator as soon as we came inside.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and she said you'll have to take the stairs. And so assumingly there's also stairs, but I think we're trying to sneak in. So we're taking like a back route. Although it's surprisingly doable, so
Because obviously they don't want us up there.
Right.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Right, exactly.
And even this is here to try and stop you from going up. So.
Or something, yeah, assumedly. Woo. Yeah, we can
put
assume
like
that
traps in there.
Right.
Like, if he's coming up through the stairs, we're gonna put these traps in here for him.
Yeah, right. We haven't seen any employees on these like side routes either, so it's pretty. I think it's implied that like no one else is doing this. This is just kind of you. Unclear why they have like jump pads and stuff, but assumedly no one else uses these jump pads, so unclear why they're there. I don't think we've ever gotten any lore about the jump pads yet, but whew.
Good thing the jump pads exist.
Yeah, it'd be
Otherwise you'd be
difficult.
stuck.
Right. No, yes, that would be the end of that. But so they have done a pretty decent job of explaining some of the other stuff.
That's a tough jump for sure.
Yeah, I think I end up running back and then dashing forward so I don't overshoot
there
it.
you go, yeah.
And then the only reason I need to be up here is because I was like, can I get up higher? Can I get up there? Like, no, doesn't appear to be. So.
Ultimately, you hit the switch down there?
Yeah, but there was a little collectible up there that I grabbed.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't have to jump on top of it to grab it. I like just brushed it and I was fine. So I took way too much time on that, but I don't know. I was curious. I like the camera angle here, going back and forth, like tilting left and tilting right.
Yeah, that's the back and forth up and going up was kind of more what I expected.
Right.
I didn't expect so much running around. I thought you'd have to be like somehow swinging up.
Oh man, whose idea was it to build a totally vertical security building? I gotta say, don't feel so motivated to get back to work right now.
So you can see this is
Hey, I'm lucid, man. That's overkill.
Jeez.
this little area that we're on right now. Like this is an employee walkway. You can see it has like a different, floor pattern and stuff like that. Where we were on before, I think that was like a back alley. Too many rooms. Open notepad file. They wanted me to make a panoptic surveillance room in here, but that is just A, way too creepy, and B, too much work. We're getting complaints the trip up is long enough already. And don't we do enough surveillance around here anyway? So I'm just gonna cut this room from the skit. Doubt anyone will notice. So Panopticon, which I pronounced incorrectly when I was reading that. I forgot to say the con part of Panoptic. Or on, I guess.
Oh, it's the snail.
Yeah, it's not a little Tango Gameworks snail. I don't know what he's doing. He's jamming out. He's moving his little arms because he's running very slowly.
Yeah, he's running along.
So cute. I ended up getting a little photo shoot with this guy. I don't know if I left in the episode or not. That was, I think a little cut there was me getting the photo shoot with the little guy. Or no, actually I just paused it because I thought about getting it, but then I wanted to grab this first and I run back and now I get the photo shoot with this little guy here. If I show an image of that. Yeah, there it is. That's the little photo I get. Woo!
Neat.
Probably gonna be a thumbnail or something like that. Took a lot of work. Yeah, every time it cuts to one of those, that's like, I don't know, 10 minutes or something, or I don't know, probably only like 5 minutes, but still, it takes a while to make those. You have to like position anyway, another fight. This one's kind of gimmicky in that they're all green, and so they need to be hit by Macaron in order to take damage.
Yeah.
And each one needs to be hit by Macaron twice. So this fight's very limited by the fact that like Peppermint can't do anything. You see, I'm just kind of trying to parry everything.
Yeah, he's got to break their shields for sure.
Yeah. So now he's available again, so I can break the shield again. Now I can start hitting this guy. But the other guys I still can't hit. There we go. You see I switched to Peppermint so I could get that overkill bonus. Although he's not, there you go, now he's dead. But I didn't get the, the special attack didn't kill him, and so he just died right away. So I have to wait for the next guy, and hopefully I can get overkill on one of them with any luck. So you can see that was another little parry opportunity I didn't take. He's broken up, so now I can start hitting him. Ooh, I got hit. There we go. Do I get him with Macaron? I think I did.
I still has a shield. I don't know.
You have to hit him twice. So, but his shield's a little bit broken. So I did hit him. There you go. Now his shield's broken. There you go. That was kind of the weird gimmick of that fight, is just the number of times you had to hit people. Oh, is my health getting low? My health is getting low. It's kind of cool. I didn't notice that before. The top and bottom of the screen get the little black bars to show you, like, hey, by the way, you're not feeling too good, buddy. There you go. Now he's in the overkill mode, so I can keep hitting him even though he's already dead. So I was able to get a much higher score that way. Like, I think my score shot up by like 10,000 or something like that. I don't know. I wasn't looking too hard, but that's basically what the point of that is. And then did not get the overkill on him. So
I hadn't really noticed that before, but top left is where your friends are basically, once you use them, then they are disabled until it scans back up again.
Yeah.
So I hadn't noticed that before. It's weird.
Yeah, they scan up pretty quickly though, and that's the thing, is like, I definitely don't use them as much as you can use them. Like, there is a bit of a delay, but I can already use Macaron again. And so, actually, there you go. So I'm getting a little better about like trying to be more on top of using them. So I switched to Peppermint and switched back to Macaron. I'm going to use Macaron again. So I smack these guys. There you go. Now he's opened up. And then I have to wait for Macaron to start over. I could switch to Peppermint in that time, but instead, I just wait a second. And there you go. I'm good with Macaron. Also, this yellow guy here, he's going to do the big counter attack. You can kind of tell what enemies are going to do based on their colors. I wonder if I'll get a good score on this, because I haven't done much of the overkill stuff yet. I did one, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. I guess we'll find out.
But you're on S the whole time, though, so it's got to be really good.
No, I mean, it doesn't seem to, I don't know. I still, that doesn't seem to affect as much as I would hope it affects, has been my impression. Oh, need to parry that or something. These guys can be difficult to fight though. I don't know. I've yet to figure out how to like effectively fight any of the yellow enemies. I feel like I'm not very good at them. The biggest problem is it's really hard to get overkill on them, because usually as soon as they run out of health, they enter the like parry state. Like here, he's about to do that launch, and so that prevents me from doing overkill, because now I have to do this parry attack. There you go, and that'll kill him, but I don't get the overkill. So. See, I only got an A on score. That was the thing. I only did overkill on one guy. You need to do it at least like 2 or 3, depending on how long the fight is, to get that S rank. So, it's what it is. It is what it is. It wasn't too bad. It was an A overall, AAS. So like a as. Good enough. And this is normal corridor.
Okay, plan time. How am I getting that password?
You're still thinking?
Think better? We're running out of time.
Well, I don't see you contributing.
Miss Peppermint, please don't confuse Mr. Chai by implying that he is the brains behind the mission.
Exactly. Wait.
Ooh, Peppermint. Corsica's in her office, right? See if you can mirror her screen, and we can catch her using her password.
Better than nothing. Try that.
Oh, okay. See, you're typing, huh?
Yeah, okay. I don't know. They have to like really get in there somehow. Oh, I looked up these little scrub guys, by the way. I didn't realize they're one of the, so lore behind this game, right? People who are watching this and like keeping up with everything, I'm sorry if I explained a lot of things over and over again, but for us, it's been forever between episodes. So the company used to be different than what it is now. And so there's the old model Vandalay robots and the new model Vandalay robots. And the difference is their logo looks different. There's a dot in the middle of the V for the new logo, and there's not a dot for the old logo. The difference is, beyond that, the other difference is that new models are when Kale took over as the head of Vandalay, then he changed the logo and he changed the like company design stuff, like basically the new CEO versus the old CEO. So the scrub units are one of the old robots, which I didn't realize previously in this game. I figured they look kind of sleeker and they're kind of everywhere, and so I figured they were one of the newer models, because the older models don't seem to show up as much. It's like Lucille and Oscar are 2 of the older model styles, and then the Vassar robots and the tech robots and all the security robots are all new model robots. And so it's what they seem to be everywhere. So I thought new model robots are just more common than the old model robots, but scrubs are also everywhere. I don't know. It's another head to smash. take me a while.
And you say like old and new because is this like version 2 of Hi-Fi Rush or something like that? Is that why?
No, like I said, so there's a new CEO in the game's lore. Is this guy that we're beating up? His head is Kale, and so in the game there are robots that were made by the company after Kale took over, and robots that were made by the company before Kale took over. And so some of the robot designs are supposed to be from the previous CEO before the current one, and then other robot designs are from the current one. But there's only one Hi-Fi Rush video game. It's just a matter of like the in-universe explanation for why some robots are different than others. Because the idea is that the new robots are all kind of like worse, I think is part of the issue, but they're more like high-tech looking, but they have like worse personalities. Although Lucille has a pretty bad personality, so I don't know. It's hard to say. The like receptionist robot. So we're gonna see the difference up here, which I didn't realize that like this is how you told the difference. But as soon as we get up these stairs, unless I jump back down again.
I think I want to take those things out, right?
Yeah, go up here. Ooh.
Oh yeah, there's something over there, huh? Ooh,
Nice. All right, cool. Grab that chip. Excellent. Sometimes it says that. Didn't say that. Anyway, the security logo is pretty cool for the, if you go back, you can see it. There's a little upgrade station here on my left, although I think I don't need it. I think I'm saving up for something. I don't remember what now.
Those boxes there could have been destroyed, huh?
Maybe I wasn't.
Okay.
So you see here, these two guys on the left. Oh, well.
Cinnamon, I have to ask.
If this is another mysterious door, please stop. I have come to the conclusion that they are waiting for a convenient time to unlock.
Like when we finish the...
Precisely.
Yeah, so that was like, all right, they're at the end of the game. That's where I finally was like, okay, that's a suspicious doors. Inter-office communication number 7177920. Anyone else see these suspicious doors around campus? I even sent an email to one of the PGR units in R&D, and they were even less helpful than usual. Normally I would say I have a bad feeling about these doors, but thinking about it, as long as I'm not going in, I don't really care. So yeah.
Check out that dude over there. One of the old models sent over from production. Barely knows what he's doing. Bet he's in awe of my skills.
See, so the Tech 78 is a new model, and then the one on the left's an Oscar, which is an old model. So you can kind of see how they look a lot different in design. Like Oscar has wheels, whereas the Tech 78 has legs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Say, very, very, very different design.
All right, so maybe you gotta get out there and get those points, huh?
The robot keeps yelling at me to keep working, but it keeps giving me its work to do.
So yeah. So you look at his logo, see how there's no dot on the V, whereas this guy has a dot on the V. And so that's how you can tell the difference between the new model and the old model.
The wrong guy. Knock some hardworking energy back into that model over there.
So I do.
You thought I was dozing off? Not me, lad.
There you go. Okay, so those things, note where they are. They're in this room right next to me, right? So I go in this room right next to me.
Oh, okay, then you have to go up.
All right, but there's no way up. This is completely flat walls. I even try standing on this to say, can I jump somewhere?
Oh wow, so you tried to get to all those things and couldn't get up there, huh?
Couldn't. And then I found this fan, and I think that's something I can't do yet. And so I think I have to come back after I beat the game, basically, to collect those collectibles.
Oh, okay.
It's like the fire doors, you know. It's like you can't do everything. I think we're gonna get some upgrade that lets us do the fire doors and the fans and stuff like that.
You couldn't just jump down from here, though, right?
No, there's a big wall the whole way up.
Okay.
Yeah. Got the staccato launch, the quick beat hit. Staccato launch. I don't know if I ever used staccato launch even once yet in this game so far. Excuse me, so far, but I have used the quick beat hit one time. But it's not in this level, that's for sure. Also got a life upgrade, which is always helpful. The quick beat hit allows you to push 2 buttons and skip straight to the end of a combo, basically. So normally if you hit like any combo in this game ends with those 2 circles and the big one encloses on the small one, and then you have to hit on time. You can skip straight to those 2 circles if you want for whatever reason. I don't really know what it's for, but it's an option, and I bought it. And so I have used it, like I said, at least once. But I have not used the staccato launch. I'm not quite sure what that's for. That's the beat hit right there, that last little section. So you can go straight to that instead of having to do a combo. Again, I think the only reason you'd want to do that is if for whatever reason you've hit an enemy a bunch and you're worried about killing him, but you want to end him with the jam combo to get the overkill. And so you just go straight to the beat hit because you need a beat hit in order to do a jam combo. And so you're worried if you do a full combo, then you'll kill him before you get to the jam combo. That's the only thing I can think of. Also, that's my super attack. So I can kind of kill everyone at once. Boom. Look at that. Destroy most everyone at once. Yeah. It's like a whole floor wipe. Nice. I see that there. I couldn't get the overkill because I killed it before I even got to the beat hit.
Oh, okay.
So that's where you might want to do an early beat hit for whatever reason, I believe. So I'm trying to get a beat hit on one of these. There. I got him in the overkill state. See how he's all sparking like that? So I can keep hitting him even though he's already dead.
You brought my concentration. So how about I break you?
Ooh, a new boss robot.
Wow.
Pretty scary looking.
He's cool looking.
Yeah.
That's neat.
he was looking the wrong way at first, but it's okay. All right. Let's see how this goes. I feel like he can't be as bad as the bird. The bird enemy, well, and the samurai enemy. I guess the samurai enemy is the worst one. The bird enemy is also kind of annoying though. This guy's the coolest looking one though. I like his design a lot better.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Ooh, he's fast.
Wow.
So you can see there I had the option to do a parry attack, but I didn't take it. If anyone would do a parry, this guy would probably be a good one to do the parry attack against. But I don't know, like I said, I don't think I use it ever. I don't know, hopefully I remember to use it at some point. Stuck on a wall here. So yeah, he's not there. He got to the end of his thing here, so he's gonna try to hit me with a counter attack. So I'm trying to stay away from him. There. As long as I'm not within that little burst area, they always burst twice. Now he can be killed, and I can actually get an overkill if I can do it correctly. So we'll see. But yeah, the idea is that once he gets low enough on health, he does that little counterattack thing, and then I can get around that little counterattack thing. Then I'm able to actually do a overkill. Oh, he's doing another one. So I have to do the counterattack anyway. That's okay. We get to see this. Boom.
Nice. Boom.
Nice. And I got an S score, so it worked out. Still an A on the timing, but whatever. S overall.
Sass.
That's sass. Gotta love that sass. I just want to get all S's once.
Way to blow it, Peppermint.
Mr. Jai, we all make mistakes, especially you.
Mirroring works, like only for a minute.
But get this, Chai. She was looking at Spectra files. The stuff about mind control.
She must have forced her way in there.
So she really wants to know the truth.
So yeah, they're trying to watch her screen, and they found out that she is in fact looking into the evil stuff, but she caught them, so they were not able to catch her password.
Okay, now I thought you were supposed to like see her and set something up above her so that they could watch her typing or something. And that didn't happen.
That's probably going to be plan B.
You haven't been in her office at all.
No, they just hacked her computer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and tried to like mirror it onto their own computer. But I think plan B now is to like physically go and look at her computer.
Okay, same thing as left.
All right, I'm putting a stop to this.
That's not bad.
Whoa.
Let me know when you decide to give up.
Great, fantastic. Can we get any more lasers?
She's panicking.
I'm panicking. We don't have a plan.
Just give us a second.
She's panicking. I'm panicking. Yeah, that's a lot of lasers. We'll see if hopefully I can get around all the crazy laser madness. I don't know how some of these, like that one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you just have to be behind the shield.
Yeah, but then there's collectibles here. I don't know how I'm supposed to get behind that next shield in time. Maybe I wasn't going nearly fast enough, but so here I try to go a little bit faster.
And
no,
oh, didn't make it. Dang.
Yeah, I know. I don't know how you're supposed to go that fast. It's like, man, feels like they're asking for a lot. Here though, you can just jump over it, I think. So I just kind of, yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You avoided it.
Right. I look to see if there's any collectibles, but I think I'm good. So I can go up the little chute here. And skoosh, gadoosh, baloosh, mamoosh, boo. Easy. Of course, it's right into a fight. But we can fake fight. While this fight's going on, one thing else that we've done recently is we saw the Mission Impossible Final Reckoning, as well as the one right before it, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which originally I think was called Dead Reckoning Part 1, but then was changed to just be called Dead Reckoning because there was never a Dead Reckoning Part 2. Oh, I finally used my tornado here. Yeah, I got that like a long time ago, and I hadn't gotten a chance to use it yet. That seemed like a perfect opportunity, and so I used it. Anyway, Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning. Final Reckoning is supposed to be the last Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise in it. It's Mission Impossible 8 in terms of the movies go, which is quite a lot of Mission Impossibles.
Do you think Mission Impossible will keep going without Tom Cruise?
They kind of implied that they like might still do it, because at the end, I don't want to like spoilers for Final Reckoning here, which like literally just came out, so it is spoilers. But still, I'm gonna try to keep it as spoiler light as possible. They basically set up like a new team at the end of the movie. And
I guess they did. You're right.
And so they're like, oh, you can have like Benji and Paris and Grace and the last guy whose name I forgot, all together as like the new Mission Impossible team. And you know, like one of them can be the main character basically. And so that seemed to be kind of what they were like implying there at the end. If they choose to do more Mission Impossibles, they could just do it with those people basically. But Tom Cruise owns, I think, the Mission Impossible franchise, but he said he's not doing any more movies. So he might still make more movies, just he wouldn't be starring them in them anymore. So here I'm getting a bunch of overkill. You can see to get the, there you go. Still only an A though. I needed more score than that even. There's not enough overkill. I think it was because my tornado killed too many of them too quickly, and so I didn't get any good points from that. But let's go.
What if we trick her?
Why the negative angle? What about trying to reason with her?
The woman who's trying to kill me with lasers?
Well, I got a good feeling. How about that?
I sense that Mr. Jai does not share this uncalculatable good feeling.
So either convince her or trick her, but we try to convince her. She could be nice. Who knows?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I just want to talk about a little bit Dead Reckoning. Between Dead Reckoning and Final Reckoning, I personally liked Dead Reckoning. Oh, that was the staccato hit, by the way. I just purchased that. So I got the beat hit and I got the staccato, and so I showed off the staccato there. I don't think I'll ever use it again. But anyway, it's just like a little. If you press X and then delay and then X again, it does the staccato. Whereas X delay Y is the usual like. Or no, I think it's like Y. I don't know. Anyway. Oh no, X delay X, that's pretty normal. I think you do X delay and then you hold X for one beat and then you let it go or something like that. I don't know. It's complicated. I haven't played this game in so long. That's this. I don't know what it's for. It's a very fast hit, but it has a really long startup to get to the fast hit. And so I don't know why. But anyway, Dead Reckoning, Final Reckoning. I liked Dead Reckoning a lot. Final Reckoning, I thought was also pretty good, but not as much. I don't know. I didn't like it as much. How did you feel about those?
Those are different episodes of
the Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible?
Yeah, there's 7 and then 8. Remember when we like?
Oh, 7. Okay.
Yeah, we watched 7 right before we watched 8 because we were like holding off and stuff like that. And, but anyway,
I don't know. It seemed like the last edition they did a lot of flashback.
Data node dissatisfaction email from Corsica at Vandalay Security. We've noticed an uptick in defective data nodes. These are easily disrupted, and honestly, their gravity-defined physics leads me to believe they are mostly style over substance. Therefore, I'm asking the R&D to develop a simpler and easier to adjust design. Sure, it'll make security visually less interesting, but at this point, I'll take efficiency over anything. Corsica. So there's Corsica openly admitting that those data nodes that seem to break all the time seem pretty useless. Although she also says she doesn't know what they are. So, but anyway, sorry, you were saying that yes,
they shouldn't have spent so much time just talking about the first episode. I think that's why it did get kind of a low review. I was a little worried about it because
the first movie,
the
new one just spent way too much time flashbacking to previous movies.
Yeah, it did. Yeah,
it was a little aggressive.
Yeah, I think they did a little too much. There were a lot of good scenes and things like that, but probably too much flashback. I mean,
yeah, I probably agree.
Trying to take a nap. These things won't quit. This is a break room, guys.
Wow, a lot of cleaning going on in there.
Don't worry, I'll make it safe for him. He can relax when I'm done. There's one left.
Oh.
So I should have talked to him after I killed all the scrubs to see if he'd change what he said. But I don't know, I didn't do it.
Unfortunately, you hit him in the process too, though.
Well, I was gonna hit him anyway. I always hit all the everybody because they always have different dialogue when you hit them. But you know, yeah, that one wasn't dodge perfect. I was trying to avoid hitting them and then ask him, and then I was gonna hit him, but that's cool. I think we're getting close to the top here though. I don't see too many more platforms. You know, I'm sure there's gonna be more lasers though. There's always more lasers. We probably have another ways to go here. Yeah, I can't see the ceiling, so we're probably got a ways to go.
Yeah.
But that'll have to wait till next time on ZoinkMeister. That's all the time I have for this video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't seen part 1, go back and check it out. Otherwise, if you're totally up to date, then hopefully I'll see you next time. Zoink out.